Hey everybody, Michael Snyder here, California Weather Watch. Today is June 12th, and right now we're looking at the infrared satellite. And if you notice behind me, I am again at a hotel here, this time Boise City, Oklahoma. Had a nice fun thunderstorm chase yesterday. We'll probably be doing the same areas again today. But anyway, here you're looking at the infrared satellite imagery, and you can see that upper level low spinning across Nevada, kind of bringing some of that wraparound activity back into the state of California. Should continue for the next few days. We'll take a look at that. We'll take a look at the extended forecast as well. Looks like some more troughing maybe arriving in the extended forecast here. Now, taking a look here, this is National Weather Service Phoenix, and this is the monsoon. It's actually a seasonal wind shift from that dry westerly flow to a moist southerly flow here. So it's not actually concerning a rain event here. So a little bit of a misnomer here when people talk about monsoon and they're kind of referencing heavy rainfall. But you can see it does start June 15th and goes through September 30th, and it can impact areas in Nevada and California. So you may hear me talk about that here in the upcoming period as we get into the monsoon season. Nice graphic there. This is Sacramento National Weather Service. You can see most likely time frame afternoon to evening hours, Monday through Wednesday, coming up here June 12th through 14th. Favoring the higher terrain for the most part, not really including Sacramento, Stockton, or Modesto for the most part, but include places like Redding, some of the higher terrain. And so if you're off in the backcountry here, just remember those thunderstorm threats going on here through the next few days. This is Las Vegas. Check it out, Death Valley. Some of the higher terrain you can see is favored, but you could even see a thunderstorm across Las Vegas or Death Valley, even down towards Baker here today. And this is going on in through more chance for drizzle into Monday here. Kind of an interesting graphic here. It kind of shows you how much the weather can slow down along some of the immediate coastline here when they're making graphics about drizzle potential here, but generally light amounts expected with that. This is looking at the wider view of things here. You can see Hawaii in the bottom left there. You can see Washington up there in California. You see the upper level low here, 500 millibars. If I put that into motion, you can kind of see it stretch out and weaken a bit. Another trough comes swinging down through the Pacific Northwest. Ridge maintains, but then you'll see this ridge kind of start to back up a bit. Look at it go up towards the Gulf of Alaska and starts to allow this next trough to swing down over the west coast of North America. So it is a ways out here. We're looking at 192 hours out. This would be next Monday afternoon. So something we're just watching for now. But as I back up here, you'll notice in the meantime, we kind of keep some of that troughing around. So we're going to keep temperature suppressed somewhat here. We're not going to warm up too much before the potential next trough arrives as we go on into next week. This is the GFS. This is looking at the same geographical region, Hawaii bottom left there, and you can see that upper level low as it extends, stretches out. Next trough moves through the Pacific Northwest there. Ridge maintains as we go through the end of this week here, but then that trough starts to swing down as that ridge retrogrades out over the Pacific Ocean. Big trough moving over the Pacific Northwest here, and it could include places of California here as we go on into next week. This would be the following Monday afternoon here on the GFS. So you can see a little bit of model disagreement here on just the exact placement, but for the most part, pretty good agreement in the actual arrival of this trough for Western North America. This is looking at 850 millibars. This is the state of California, 5,000 feet. Put it into motion. You can see that cooler air hanging around Nevada and California. And now we're scrolling through this end of this week here, and you notice a bit of a warm up as we go through. It looks like Friday on into Saturday before the next arrival of that trough. And look at that cold upper air aloft really drop down across the west coast, include much of Nevada and California as we move on into next week. Again, we're about 200 hours out here, so we take it with a grain of salt, but it does look like some confidence to this next trough's arrival as we go on into next week. This is the HRRR, high resolution rapid refresh composite reflectivity. This is what the Doppler radar may look like as we look at the region here. And you can see those thunderstorms pop up as we go through the afternoon today. And you can kind of see the motion on those as they move from northeast to southwest there. And again, with Nevada just getting round after round of thunderstorms here as we go through the afternoon hours. You'll notice those wane during the overnight hours and pop up again as we go through tomorrow. You can kind of see some of those trying to creep out over the foothills and sort of the lower elevations here. No guarantees there. But yeah, thunderstorms for the next few days across the region. And this is why that upper level low, you can see Hawaii bottom left there. You can see the spin in the atmosphere across Nevada, California. Trough elongates, stretches out. Next trough goes through the Pacific Northwest. Ridge maintains for a bit, and then we start to get that next trough's arrival here. As you can see it swinging across Washington, Oregon, Northern California there. So we'll be watching that one closely day by day as we go through this week coming up. Let's just look at day one excessive rainfall. Alec, some of those thunderstorms are dropping heavy rain out there, so watch out mainly across the Sierra Nevada as you see here. And this is some current hazards. There's some flood watches across the Sierra Nevada as well. Some of those thunderstorms moving over the similar areas here over the last few days. So yeah, it could be bringing some flooding concerns there. And that hazardous weather outlook there for Northern California is for those slow moving storms and potential for some heavy rain. This is a 6 to 10 day probability outlook issued yesterday, again with the west bullseye here for below average. And this is 6 to 10 day precipitation. Not much change there from the last couple of days. This is the national blend of models, and you can see we warm up a bit as we get towards Friday, Saturday. See some of the areas warming up again. Then you can see temperatures start to work their way back down as that next trough potentially arrives. So we'll watch that as we go over the next week, as I said. But anyway, yeah, so I'll get out here and chase some more storms today. Hopefully I'll have a nice video I can release on the channel here in the next few days about this storm chase. Not bad footage yesterday, pretty fun chase overall. But anyway, yeah, so we'll go ahead and watch this trough come in here. Watch those thunderstorms across the higher terrain. Anybody doing any recreational activities, including out across some of the desert areas in Death Valley, Las Vegas, could even get a thunderstorm. Doesn't take much rain to cause some flooding out there. I did live in Tonopah, Nevada for several months, and I saw what just small amounts of rain can do to the area out there. Just we got about a half an inch one time, and I thought, I thought the apartment I was living in was going to wash away. The gully washer was coming by. But anyway, yeah, I hope you guys are liking these videos. Click like and subscribe, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow.